Once again, wrestling fans, main event, one fall, 1 hour time limit for the AAW Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, in the corner to my left, from Guadalajara, Mexico, 185 pounds, Rafael Quintero.
Oh, Trevor Lee looking to waste no time to wipe out his challenger. And it's Rafael Quintero having him scouted, gaining the upper hand, clotheslining him up and over to the outside. Bell's been rang. Main event of the evening. Kevin Kellam, AAW Championship. Quintero, Trevor Lee, and Stallion betting his nose in where it doesn't belong. Eats a guardrail for his troubles.
Absolutely, Quintero's been climbing his way up the ranks to get this opportunity. Match after match, he is someone that has endeared himself to the faithful here, and boom!
Quintero! 2 boots across the mush.
He almost kicked his head all the way up to Cicero.
Yeah. You know, the night Trevor Lee won that AAW Championship, Quintero, nobody home, able to roll through up on his feet. The night Trevor Lee won that championship, Quintero won that Battle Royal.
Oh, Stallion.
Quintero won that Battle Royal to rightfully get that opportunity.
If I'm the referee, I would eject Kurt Stallion from ringside here. He's out of here.
Like that,
He's out of here.
Senior official Derek Martha sending it to the back. But what it was, and I'm just going to call it, this was never proven, but look at the facts. Look at the evidence at hand. Trevor Lee orchestrated an assault on Quintero in the parking lot, and the men who were the assailants. Oh, no! Oh, no! But Quintero crashing into the guardrails.
And look at Trevor Lee gloating and showboating. Once again, he's the one who attacked him right at the bell from behind, all right? This is a desperate Trevor Lee. This is a Trevor Lee who on Friday nights and Monday nights didn't get the shine he wanted on national television. Came in with something to prove, but now all he's proven is it's shortcuts, low-life maneuvers. Here it's all about fighting and earning, churning and burning, all right? There's guys like him that the fans don't come to see, and there's guys that people love because they fight with their heart like Quintero, and guess what he got for it? You know, dodged and landed on guardrail.
And just like this, Quintero at the absolute last possible second, lunging back into the ring to break the referee's count, and it's Trevor Lee, pinpoint precision. And that's just it. Trevor Lee doesn't have to take those shortcuts to get where he is.
He's a very competent performer in the ring, very technically sound. He's been a completely different guy since he came back.
He is one of, if not, the most proficient technical wrestlers in the world today.
So why is he like wrestling like he's just like Sandman in '97? You know what I mean? And I don't mean that disparagingly. You know what I mean? Just like there's almost this like drunken on dismay of what could be, and this is still a guy who is the AAW Heavyweight Champion. He doesn't hold that title, this prestige. He holds it kind of like with contempt.
He's holding it with contempt, and he's holding it with hate.
Yeah.
Anger in his heart.
Yeah.
Oh, and Quintero inside Cradle, we got a new champ. Trevor Lee lunges in, clothesline, takes him off of his feet. Trevor Lee soaking it in, taking the victory lap before he even gets the W.
I'm surprised Quintero's still in this. After being splashed into that guardrail. Changed the complete temperature of this match. It was all Quintero at the beginning, even with Trevor Lee trying some BS at the beginning. Kurt Stallion ejected from this match. But once again, look at that. Grab an ankle, have a guy fall off the top rope.
Pendulum back Neckbreaker there by Trevor Lee. Hooks the leg by Quintero. That fighting spirit, that heart, able to kick out.
That lower back region, maybe even some of the side is really what hit that guardrail. And then it changed the entire match. And we haven't seen a lot of dynamic movement out of Quintero since then. You're going to see him seize on that opportunity here.
Now Trevor Lee smelling that blood in the water like the shark that he is. Wrenching at this rear chin lock, knee into the small of the back, S-grip grabbed with absolute dear life. Now wrenching at this hold, Quintero trying to reach for that bottom rope.
Look at him, getting the will of the people here, getting that blood pumping and thumping here, fighting from underneath.
Whips him into the ropes. Oh, Trevor Lee had it scouted. Oh, puts him down. Jackknife cover, but Quintero able to roll his shoulder off the mat.
Problem is, you got that injured lower body, whether it's the back, whether it's the side, whether it's one of those hips that crashed into that guardrail. Every time you kick out, it hurts even more. It isn't a simple shoulder shiver. You got to use your whole body to get out of there. So it's almost like you're hurting yourself even more just to stay in this thing. Now, once again, another competitor wanting to maybe test the limits of what is allowed. We do have some leniency from the athletic commission, as you will, of the AAW.
Well, Trevor Lee also realizing this too. If I get disqualified, I retain the title.
We've already seen that once tonight.
Yeah.
Of course, want to hear from the fans who watch this entire card. Look at you. We love it, all the focus and attention you have. So many different options for entertainment nowadays.
Oh! Our senior official grabbing that steel equalizer out of the hands of Trevor. Snowball from behind! Quintero looking to capitalize. Trevor Lee kicks out. And now, just like that, Quintero fighting from underneath. Quintero full steam ahead, taking it to the champion. Trevor Lee with an Irish rip reversal. Sends him in. Up and over goes Rafael Quintero. Rolls through back up onto his feet. Catches him with a European uppercut. Step up Tiara sends him out of the corner. And now Quintero hits the ropes. Lunging in, takes him out, stacks him, going for the cover. We got a new champ. Oh.
Hey, it almost cost Trevor. Introducing the chair may have been his own problem, and that has been the MO this entire match. Attacking from behind at the beginning. Quintero fires back. You know what I mean? Kurt Stallion tries to interfere and grab the foot. He gets thrown in the match every time. Trevor Lee has tried to pull some shenanigans, okay? And I'm not talking about that place by the mall where they have, chicken flippers and potato skins. But I'm talking about him trying to shortchange an opponent, wrestle without the bounds of a match, where we have decided here, it costs him. Oh!
Trevor Lee tried to drop him head first, a little bit of snake eyes. Quintero had it scouted. Moonsault lands on his feet. Pass through sense to the outside. Keep your eyes on Trevor Lee as he floats over. Quintero had it. Death Valley driver on the apron. Who knew Trevor Lee was looking for that penalty kick?
Absolutely. If I'm Trevor Lee, I got to get out of the ring. You're in a bad spot. You got to get your foot near that rope.
Hooks the leg, but it's Trevor Lee at the last second.
Ring awareness. That's Trevor Lee's not a dumb guy. See, he's pointing at it, telling you. I know where I am. I know what I'm doing here.
Ring awareness from the champion and the inexperience showing for the challenger. Quintero floats over, grabs the outside leg rather than the inside leg closest to the rope. Those are those little details. When you watch this match back, Quintero knows I could not make that mistake again.
And that's something Quintero was talking about earlier. I've had these opportunities. One little mistake cost me everything. I've gotten up the mountain every time. Those are you playing that one video. Oh! You get to the final boss, one little move that costs you that, and Mike Tyson punches you out.
Quintero sideswipes him. Keep your eyes. The diamond in the rough. Tope Suicida to the champion.
He connected that time on the guardrail.
And now again, Quintero full steam ahead. 2 times now. And a third heat-seeking missile from the challenger.
Trevor Lee still on his feet.
Why go for 3 when you can go for 4? I don't know, I'll stop there. Go for 6, go for 7.
Berwyn is rallying behind Quintero as he flies.
Trevor Lee! Straight forward from the champion. Stacks him and still Quintero lives the fight on.
Desperation, agony on the face of Trevor Lee. You can use the tricks. You can get your foot on the ropes. You can have Curt Stallion kicked out from ringside. You can avoid an opponent when he splashes you into the guardrail. But he is rocking Trevor Lee right now. And I don't know whatever trick he has left on the table. But, you know, when we have Joe Alonzo's and Trevor Lee's trying to pull the rug out from underneath people, someone's going to stomp that rug down to the floor.
Oh, and now Trevor Lee looking to send him to the moon, but Quintero had him scouted onto the shoulders. Oh, Trevor Lee sends him in the ropes. Clothesline ducked. Springboard. German suplex with a bridge. The ring veteran, the ring technician.
All heart there. All heart there, though. No. That's all heart in Quintero. You talk about brains, you talk about ring knowledge. That's all hard to just kick out when your body's telling you no. Quintero's body is going to be a wreck. There is a pound of Epsom salt he's going to have to put in the tub after this. But is he going to do it with the world championship in his hands?
Hopefully not, because it might disintegrate the head.
Oh, it will?
It might.
Don't want to damage the leather like that. All you young wrestling fans at home, don't damage the leather like that.
Now Trevor Lee.
Why is that ring? Why is that chair set up like that? I don't like this. I don't like where this is going. Once again.
Oh, Quintero! Quintero stacks him! Quintero! Oh! Trevor Lee able to kick out. Oh!
I told you he tried another trick and he tricked himself.
Springboard! Ace crusher!
We got a new champion! We got a new champion!
Hook the leg! 2, 3! Trevor Lee somehow, some way able to kick out.
Come on, that was 3. Was that 3?
And now Quintero! Frog splash off the top! We got a new champion!
Curt Stallion again! The referee ejected him from ringside!
Haymaker ducked! Keep your eyes! Quintero hits the ropes! A heat-seeking missile to the Lone Star!
Stallion's not 100%. He was in that ladder match earlier tonight.
We have officials from the back coming to restore order to get Stallion Rogers out of here.
Of course, he was ejected from ringside earlier tonight.
And now Quintero, you gotta recenter your focus. Stallion Rogers does not matter. You have the champion right where you want him. You have Trevor Lee in a position he has never been in. Can't even stand on his own 2 feet. Referee jockeying for position. The chair inadvertently crashes into the cranium.
Like he didn't know what he was doing. Like he didn't know what he was doing.
Oh, come on, not this way. Not like this. Quintero fights out.
He said earlier tonight that he is the heart of a champion, that it beats with every pulse to have this moment, to propel himself to the next level. Desperation and agony in the eyes of a man who knows that the only thing he can do to stop Quintero from winning this match is to put him 6 feet under.
Double stomp from Trevor Lee. Quintero's down, and the champion retains the gold. Rafael Quintero had the championships on his fingertips. He had the taste of that championship in his mouth. But Trevor Lee, again, pulls the rabbit out of the hat, finds a way to get it done.